This one's interesting. It looks like a tank, but can it perform like a tank? So let's check it out.
Here it is. Oh, wait. There it is. The new JTLEGEND Guardian Z Cases for all the new iPhones. A range of colors to choose from, nothing bright and cute, but more military and industrial looking. But they're showing off this orange goopy stuff on the inside of the edges they call a last shock technology, which sounds like a Marvel superhero. A single piece design feels like a floppy piece of rubber. I'm personally a fan of these colors, especially this black one, but let's pop a phone inside. Smack one down and squeeze all the corners in place, simpler than the quadratic equation. Now first things first, my biggest gripe with the case are these buttons. They sort of stick out, they're textured, but they're very difficult to click. It requires quite a bit of pressure, and it's even harder when you're trying it one-handed. This is definitely something I'd like to see improved in future iterations. The mute rocker cutout is perfect for any fingertip size, and there's a precise cutout for the camera lens that is raised enough to keep it from dry humping your table. The cutouts along the bottom are fairly shallow, just like yourself, so you won't have any issues with cables, and there's nothing to stop you from wasting your time with slow charging. The Guardian Z case is definitely a looker. It's got this textured zigzag around back and an all-around tough guy vibe. Does any of it do anything for you? No, but it looks really cool. The edges are a matte finish with a slight sandy texture. It's no grippy case, but it definitely helps with holding such a large phone. Now it's hard to ignore that the design is a big part of the case. It's got some UAG vibes to it, but it's unique to its own brand that some may find excessive and others may love if you're into like Transformers or something. The case itself is quite thin though, so you don't have to compromise wanting a tank looking case without the need of bulking up like one. Protection starts with a fairly thick lip around the front screen, which is great for most usage, although I still recommend a screen protector. These thick corners also help provide more distance from your phone to the impact surface, but the real magic is lined around the edges on the inside. This goopy, a last shock tech is designed to absorb impact. So starting with our tabletop tests, as expected, handled like a champ, but let's see what it can really do. Do note the iPhone XS I'm using here has a cracked camera lens from another video, but what I'm testing here is how well the case protects the rest of the phone. Starting with chest height, the corner takes a solid beating. About head height now, again, those corners add that extra padding and distance from the actual phone. So far so good, spinneroonie. Yeah, for day-to-day usage, I wouldn't sweat it. That extra padding has you covered. Checking out the iPhone itself, Face ID is fine, swiping, 3D touch, and no issues typing. The case has a few scuffs, but are barely noticeable, a sign of a fairly durable rubber used. Now for the iPhone itself, nada. No cracks, scratches, or damage otherwise. I'd say that a last shock will keep your phone protected, although it is only lined around the edges. So I still highly recommend you cop a screen protector for that full 360 degrees of coverage. And if it wasn't for those stiff buttons, this would be an amazing slim tough case with some rad army weapon looking vibes.
It's a one-piece design that's fairly thin and offers a good level of protection. Now, it can be a deal breaker for some for how hard these buttons are to click, but what you're really paying for is this tank-like design and a good level of protection for it being a slim case. A big shout out to JTLEGEND for sponsoring this video. It's a huge support for what I do on this channel, but I have complete creative freedom and all drop tests and opinions are from my own brain. That's it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment down below what cases you want me to check out. I rest my case.